Oh yeah. He's out. He's out. He's out.
You know, I'm proud of our guys. They competed. You know, at the end got a little ugly there, and the score got a little out of control. It's kind of misleading to, you know, how well we played the first 3-4 innings. But we're young. We have a lot of kids coming back, and I'm excited about next year.
Get out of the back.
Sadie, it's not offside! Keep going!
So, what are your feelings on tonight's game?
You know, I think that we started off a little rough. There was a lot of talk this week, but once the refs talked to us, we kind of simmered down. I'm really proud of the girls. Really proud of them. So.
Now, you scored the game-winning touchdown. How do you feel about that?
Pretty good. As a senior, you know, I've always loved this sport. I played when I was a sophomore on our tackle team. So, you know, it's always fun to come out here and play with these girls.
Now, do you think that playing Powderpuff football is good for Vasquez, or?
I definitely support it, yeah. It gives girls an opportunity to play a sport and kind of interact with everybody that don't play seasonal sports. So I think it's a good thing, yeah.
Well, Father, you're going back to India, and we appreciate very much you coming here to Acton and ministering to us. And you're going back to your primary work of seminary training. So my question to you is, what kind of person are you looking for today to be a good seminarian?
The one who can stand up for Christ, no matter what comes.
All right, and so that means some internal conviction, some courage.
Yes, the one who is led by the Spirit, the one who allows himself to be led by the Spirit.
I see, and there's plenty of work to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Everywhere, right?
Yes.
In India or in Palmdale?
Throughout the world.
Throughout the world.
I said, go out and preach the gospel and make the disciples of all the nations, and I will be with you till the ends of the world.
Yes, so that's it. And how many seminarians are you managing there in?
Well, it's where I am teaching is the Theologate. 4 years of theology. It depends from year to year. Sometimes we have 20, sometimes we have 30, on an average we have 120 every year. So on an average every year 25 to 30 students become priests. And these are the seminarians working for Andhra Pradesh one of the states of India.
I see.
And
I
speaking
see.
the same language. It's called Telugu.
I think what we need to do is get government out of the way so our people can be more successful, and thereby we can create more taxpayers and create more revenue through success instead of actually bleeding the ones, especially the middle class. They're running out of money. And what they're doing is they're decreasing our expendable income, so we can't feed the businesses because we're paying our bills with it. And so we're just bleeding everybody too dry, and that's not the right approach in my opinion. And I've proven that that's not the right approach to me. My opponent has generated a lot of income for his campaign by getting the support of a lot of people that expect that tax increase. And he's raised over $100,000 in Sacramento, making friends, and I'm just staying here. And I'm actually trying to get my support from community members, because this is where my loyalty lies.
How's the campaign trail for the assembly?
It's good. It's exciting, stressful, fun, and exciting. All at the same time.
And different from the city council?
Yes, very different from the city council.
How so?
I believe the stakes are higher. It's pretty serious. I mean, the council is very serious, but there's a lot more areas to represent, a lot more involvement. So
A lot more to get to know about the people and
Yeah.
so on and so forth?
right,
Sure.
it's exciting. The kids are excited. We're excited. We're completely supporting him, so it's really good.
How do you like being on the campaign trail with your dad?
It's interesting.
You'd rather be playing volleyball at Vasquez High?
Yes.
Okay, and you guys are hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, I understand, right?
Yes, all 2,650 miles of it.
And you stopped here in Acton today. Tell me a little bit about how the journey's been going so far since Mexico.
For me, it's been going fairly well. I had some foot issues. I got an infection in a blister, so I had to take part of a day off, and then I had to jump 30 miles. I had to skip 30 miles. And then due to heat, out of Capistrano, I had to jump 60 miles up to Big Bear.
Okay.
But otherwise, the trail has been everything I expected. It's been beautiful. It's been ugly. It's been great. It's been bad. You kind of get everything, which I think makes it that much more interesting.
And is this your first time ever hiking it?
Through hiking, yeah. This is my first time through hiking anything.
Okay.
I've climbed Rainier a couple times. Mount Rainier up in Washington, but I haven't done any long distance hiking at all.
Okay, and you have a cause behind it. You wanted to help someone with diabetes?
I do. I'm hiking for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, JDRF.
Okay.
They're the leading in research and education for type 1 diabetes.
Okay.
And my goal out here is to not only raise funds, but to educate people on the trail the difference between type 1 and type 2.
Oh, okay.
Because at the time when I first learned about it, I didn't know there was. I knew there was a difference, but I didn't know what it was. And I'm finding I'm enjoying educating people on the differences between the two.
Okay, and then I understand you're an avid hiker. You've done this what, a couple times now?
I've been an avid hiker since last year.
Last year.
Actually, first time I had been out with a backpack since I was 18.
Okay.
It was last year, and I did the Appalachian Trail.
So the PCT is fairly new to you, or have you been on this trail before?
Not have been on the PCT at all. This is the first time I've been on this trail, but I did the long trail on the East Coast, the Appalachian Trail, which gave me kind of the bug to do it this year.
Okay. And do you guys have any advice on people that are maybe looking to go on the trail themselves next summer?
Yeah, pack light.
Okay.
And enjoy the trip. And don't be a slave to the miles. You know, you have plenty of time to make it from Mexico to Canada.
Yeah.
Just be aware of that. But you could leave the canteens and the heavy stoves and the 3-person tents at home because the majority of the time you're hiking.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between hiking